Welcome to this episode of Meet the Cast, the podcast for our Latin America region.
I am Carla Kamoi, Head of Marketing and Communications for LATAM region.
If there's one technology that has captured everyone's attention lately, it's generative AI. And for good reason. Its arrival has transformed everything in just 2 years. This topic is on the agenda of every business leader, regardless of industry or company size. Marketing is no exception to this phenomenon, and we are already seeing how this technology is enhancing productivity, campaign personalization, efficiency, and redefining the role of the CMO within organizations. We are fortunate to have a very special guest with us today, Mona Charif, our Global Chief Marketing Officer, who is joining us here in Brazil. She will help us explore how generative AI is revolutionizing the marketing field. Hi, Mona. It's such a pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you, Carla. I've really enjoyed being with you and the team, our partners, and our clients this week in São Paulo.
It was really good. Mona, in my brief introduction, I highlighted the challenges and opportunities that generative AI brings to marketing. Now, I have some questions so you can share with us your insights on these topics. To begin with, please tell us what new challenges and opportunities does the CMO face with generative AI?
Sure. The first point to highlight is that AI in general is already very much a reality in marketing. When I look across our current marketing technology stack, 40% of our technologies already have integrated AI features and capabilities, including tools that enhance our operational efficiency, that improve the experience clients have with our brand, that automate processes, that augment data-driven decision-making, and that accelerate our innovation and our time to market. Specifically to generative AI, Gartner estimated in a study published in August of this year that globally, nearly half of marketers are already using Gen AI at work. And Carla, that very much aligns with my experience. I believe Gen AI will drastically change many roles in marketing. So as a CMO, my first challenge was to develop and align to our marketing strategy a proactive AI strategy to minimize the uncertainty and the friction and the resistance that can sometimes arise from disruptive innovations like these. Second was to make sure that our adoption is within our company's IT and CISO policies and our ethics guidelines, including data protection and data privacy. And third, to make sure that we're ready, starting with our data quality, because data is the heart of modern marketing, but also our process documentation and, of course, upskilling the team to maximize the use of the tools and all the change management that goes with that. At the same time that we're training our teams, we also have to train the tools on our data rules, on our content, and on our brand guidelines. And that helps ensure message consistency and brand cohesion. It helps protect the image and the reputation of our brand, especially if there's any content created with generative AI. Because I like to think of Gen AI like an army of interns. They can help create content faster, they can increase productivity, they can solve problems, but they need some kind of supervision. And in the case of Gen AI, that is human supervision that is required.
And how do you see the opportunities ahead?
Well, we've all seen how Gen AI in particular accelerates content creation, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. From an opportunity standpoint, we are continuously evaluating AI capabilities as part of our MarTech modernization strategy to automate complex tasks, enable new and innovative ways of working, and find ways to optimize campaigns based on personas and behaviors, find ways to extract intelligent insights from data, and deliver personalized and enhanced experiences, which of course brings another challenge of finding the balance between a high level of personalization and avoiding that creepy factor or even a perceived invasion of audience privacy.
Interesting. Thank you, Mona. A recent report by NTT Data and Harvard Business Review on emerging technology in Latin America highlights that marketing is one of the main users of generative AI within organizations. 19% are already applying it for automation and personalization, with another 42% planning to do so this year. What role do you think the CMO plays in driving generative AI adoption at the organizational level?
Well, as a company, NTT Data understands the complex challenges that our clients face with Gen AI, and we want to help them command the complexities and empower their ambitions by mastering their Gen AI destiny. So in many ways, I'm applying that approach within our marketing organization as well. As a CMO, I have an opportunity to improve operational efficiencies while increasing quality, productivity, and our client experience. So that helps me add even more value to the company.
Thanks once again. Now, I want to ask you, how does AI change the relationship between the CMO and the rest of the C-suite?
Change, or maybe it's another opportunity to strengthen collaboration across departments, because the CMO needs the CIO and the Chief Information Security Officer, the CISO, to implement AI solutions securely and in line with company policies. The CMO needs legal teams to implement data privacy and protection mechanisms. And the CMO needs to collaborate with the CFO to make sure that investments in technology make sense from a financial perspective. One of the most important relationships for the CMO is, of course, also with sales, making sure that campaign and content personalization aligns with sales strategies. And in our company, because we have consultants who help our clients adopt and maximize all these technologies and others, I have the added benefit of building relationships with our experts and in many cases becoming an example that they can share with their prospects. So Carla, I believe we're now getting close to the end of our conversation. But before we leave, I want to ask you a question. I know you studied engineering in university and now you're studying neuromarketing. So can you tell me and tell our listeners, how does generative AI align with neuromarketing?
Wow, that's a good question. Neuromarketing and neuroscience are topics that I'm really excited to talk about. So generative AI and neuromarketing are closely aligned as both serve complementary roles in achieving similar objectives. Neuromarketing combines neuroscience with marketing to gain a deeper understanding of the brain processes that influence consumer behavior. The more insights we have, the more precisely we can tailor our messaging. In this context, generative AI supports the application of neuromarketing principles by creating content and experiences that emotionally resonate with consumers. It also offers a distinct advantage, the ability to adapt in real time to consumers' cognitive and emotional responses. So I believe that we have time now for one more question. Mona, tell us, what does the future of marketing look like?
Well, I wish I could tell the future. As I said before, I see no limits with AI or with technology. But maybe the future of marketing looks more and more like neuromarketing, what you just talked about, mixed with realities, mixed with spatial computing, where we have truly immersive experiences that redefine how we interact with brands and how consumers interact with our brand. When you look at our company, when you look at NTT Data, we leverage strategic consulting and leading edge technologies to enable experiences that transform organizations for success, disrupt industries for good, and shape a better society for all. So while I can't tell the future, I can say there has never been a more exciting time to be a marketer or to be in technology or to be in marketing of a company that helps clients optimize, transform, and innovate for long-term success.
Wow, this is really a great conversation, Mona. We are getting to the end of this edition of Meet the Cast, and I want to thank you for this moment where we learned more about your thoughts and opinions on generative AI. I must say it's a great pleasure to have you with us.
Carla, the pleasure was all mine. I love any opportunity to talk about how we're working to better understand our clients and our prospects, and because of their behaviors, serving up content and marketing to them in the right way, at the right time, in the right place. So thank you for hosting me in Sao Paulo, and thank you for having me on your podcast.
It's a pleasure. Again, thank you. And thanks to all our digital lovers that are with us on this special edition of Meet the Cast. Bye-bye.
Muito obrigada.
And just to let you all know, this podcast will be available in Portuguese and Spanish using AI. Thank you.